So hello everyone, welcome to our Complete Man podcast. My name is Johnson Crystal Carlo, and with me is
Daniel.
Yeah, so we want to talk about something that happens almost all the time with men, and we want to see how we can help our fellow men address this simple issue, and that is handling rejection from women. So, have you ever faced rejection from women?
Obviously, every man faces rejection. It's a common thing with men, but it now depends on how you handle it actually to move on.
So, we want to share ideas and rub minds together. So, how do you think a man should handle rejection? Or do you have any experience with rejection?
Personal experience.
Maybe wanted to collect her number, wanted to ask her out, maybe wanted to ask her on a date. You wanted to just speak to her and she gave you negative feedback. So do you have any experience?
I've not actually faced any direct serious rejection from
Okay, they have serious.
Yeah, you have serious ones, of course.
Yeah.
I've not actually faced any serious direct rejection, but I actually think of ways men can actually navigate rejection, because moving on is so much important. First is self-awareness. I'm heavy on self-awareness, knowing what you carry as a man when you're meeting a lady. So it's not just you are going with one thing with men is they go with I have money, I'm coming with a car, so you're supposed to respond to me. You're supposed to give me attention, and when they don't get that, and it tends to be like, so I feel men should actually have this self-awareness, knowing that they are coming with a value. So when you face that rejection, moving on is to actually go back and reevaluate, why did I face this rejection?
Okay.
What really happened? Is it valid? What they get must have said to me, is it actually valid or is not valid? So it's now to reevaluate, and not doing that to impress anybody, because impressing someone is putting yourself, or trying to go back to impress the lady. It's actually putting yourself in a very tight corner. So it's more like reevaluating and getting better by the day and moving on with that quality. That is it.
Yeah. So for me, one thing I just know is that rejection is normal.
Okay.
Like, it's a normal thing in life. Women face rejection. Men face rejection. There are ladies that I liked that didn't like me. And there are ladies that like me I didn't like. So it's a normal thing. At the end of the day, you cannot date everybody. You cannot love everybody. You can have everybody into your personal space.
True.
There are persons that came a little bit late to your life that they don't have this kind of access. And there are those that came at the right time.
Yeah.
And then one thing that men need to understand about rejection is that women too are trying to protect themselves. You might meet a lady and ask her, give me your contact. She doesn't know you from anywhere. You might be a bandit, you might be a kidnapper, you might be a bad person. So the first instinct can be to say no to you for her safety, not because of you as a person, for her safety.
Yes.
So when you understand that as a man, you read the room when you want to approach a lady.
Manner of approach matters a lot. Yeah.
When you see a lady in a very dark corner, going to meet her, what do you expect? You might want to act safe, you get. And then, like you said, it does not define your worth. True. When a lady says no to you, does not mean that you are not good looking.
Yeah.
It might not mean that you didn't dress well. It might just be that these are personal decisions. You have the right to say yes and you know. And then, like you also said, self-awareness. When a lady rejects you, it's also good to maybe take a stock about yourself. I might need to improve my manner of approach, because every rejection can come with a message, a lesson too.
Yes.
So when a lady rejects you, you should also take time to look at, okay, is my grooming okay? Is my appearance okay? Is my manner of approach okay? Is my, like, you just take stock of.
Yeah, but not actually impress the lady.
Not impress her, just improve your life personally, because sometimes when someone says no to you, it can be an indication that something is not right somewhere.
True.
You understand?
True.
Maybe you go to apply for a job and the company rejects you. It means that maybe you need to make your CV better.
Yeah.
You need to add to your skills. You need to maybe get a better degree.
Yeah.
So sometimes rejection comes with a little bit of a lesson that you need to actually learn.
Absolutely.
To improve your life, not to impress the person.
True.
To improve your life. Because some of these things are things that would help you become a better person.
Yeah.
The no's, the rejection, some of them, they help to, improve your life as well.
Yeah. True.
So I feel like that's.
Yeah, just like what you said, rejection is normal. So we should also come to that reality that this is normal. So whether you get a yes or a no, it doesn't define who you are.
Yes.
It's actually how to move on from this. And also men should actually know what they want. Women also should actually know what they want. So why are you approaching someone? It's actually for something serious, something temporary. So it starts from there. If it's for something serious, I mean, that reaction is going to hit you hard. But if it's something just for casual, you just want to, at least you can actually deal with that easily. So you actually know that, why am I approaching this person? Is this for something very, very serious, or is it just a temporary thing? So, and if it's for something serious, that means you have to actually reevaluate, because that means these things will actually appear on your way and you want to actually go for it further. So it's actually more like knowing that, okay, this is what I didn't get right, this is what I didn't get right, this is where I should improve on, so that subsequent times in your life you should actually get what you want.
Another thing is, for men, don't get bitter when a lady rejects you. Some men, they just vex.
I don't know.
Say she no gree for you, they vex. You go come, they talk down on them. They carry her in, they talk rubbish. You know, some men are actually like that.
Yes.
So when someone rejects you, take the L and go.
Yeah.
Relax.
Yeah.
Just, it's a normal thing.
Yeah.
So men need to learn how to handle rejection. Forget about your ego, forget about all those things. When they tell you no, take that no and go. It's a normal. Just men should learn how to normalize rejection. If every lady says yes to every guy in their lives, how many husbands will they have? How many boyfriends will they have? How many men will they have in their lives? So just learn to take no as an answer as a man. Just learn to take no as an answer. When she tells you no, it's no. And also, some men, they keep going after a lady that have told them no. What do you think about that? When a lady rejects a man and he keeps persevering. Perseverance is good in life.
Yes,
but there are some situations where perseverance is not really the...
It's actually a difficult one, because some people tend to keep going for what you want.
They hope that...
yes, but I actually think knowing why a lady rejected you actually comes to play first. Okay, this is why this lady rejected me. Should I go further? Just more like what I said, is this for something temporary or for something serious? Yes, if it is long term, just like you said, that means I recommend that, okay, you should put some things in place, because you want this person in your life. Actually, you feel like this person will make your life better. Either it's even a business, because even when you are trying to build something or build a business, you face rejection from customers. That doesn't mean you should dump the business. Okay, so it's actually more like you strategize. Okay, this is why I want this thing in my life, whether business, relationship, and all of that. This is actually why I want this in my life. So I should keep going for it. Giving up is not actually advisable if it's something very, very serious. Giving up is not advisable, but more like re-strategize. Okay, this is why I want this. This is the value this will bring into my life. If that is not bringing value to your life, I don't recommend you pushing further for it.
Let me have this question. It might seem a bit off.
Okay.
But how long should the guy continue going after a lady? Like, how long should the guy, when a lady says no to a guy, how long should he keep trying before he says, okay, I quit? Okay,
when it comes to a lady and a guy, it depends on the exact response the lady is giving you. If the lady is telling you, I have a man in my life, I think you should actually go back immediately.
She has someone already.
Yes, she has someone already that she is committed to. Just go back. You can just decide to, okay, can we just be friends? Fine. If you actually feel like this person should be in your life, can we just be friends? But if the lady doesn't have any person, more like, I don't want this, I'm not ready for this, she will actually be ready someday. Okay, more like just try to stick around. Someday she might be ready. So I won't say maybe 3 months or 6 months or anything. It depends on the response the lady keeps giving. At any time you remind her of this, at any time you go for this. So it depends on the response. If the response more like, I don't think this is going to ever work out, I mean, just count your losses and try to move on to the next. That's just
what I do, or how I approach ladies. Before I even go to ask a lady out, I feel like the best approach is to, weigh the level of friendship you guys have.
Yes.
You come with a little bit of a green light. You can just do am small. Just get her. Sometimes jokingly say something nice to her.
You don't go direct.
You don't go direct. Yeah. I want, if her response is on the positive side, you know that, okay, there's a chance for you to make her. You don't just go out of the blues to ask a girl out. You give signs. Like you prepare her, you let her know that this is your intention. So her response would either encourage you to continue, or there's some ladies that from our conversation know that no, they're not on the same page. There's some ladies that from conversation know that you guys are on the same page.
Yeah. Can I add to this? This is going to be feel more like personal, because I've actually been in that position where I didn't know or the response this lady is actually going to give me. You guess, so it's more like trying to let me not actually lose, because we're already friends. Let me not lose the friendship at the same time, because once you just go like that, you might actually lose the friendship after the lady says no. So let me